Alright, I'm aware I've been very inconsistent with this. There's been a lot of shit going on, but today I had a lot of free time, so I made sure to do something useful. I meant to do a landscape. I didn't do it because I needed something a little bit. I wanted to do something else first before I did that. So I'm going to try and do that tomorrow when I've got a good amount of free time again. So today, I ended up doing this. These are a bunch of some of the most prevalent pride flags. And I did this because as a trans person myself and going through a bunch of transphobic stuff recently, I wanted to do something to sort of help my mental state. So I did this. So that's also why I didn't do one yesterday. And I mentioned on day 11 that I wasn't doing one on day 11 either because of it. But yeah, I did this today to sort of help get over that. And then tomorrow I'm going to do the environment piece. So this, though, is actually a lot more useful than you may think. There are still a few things that were wrong with it, like this. For example, this was the bleed through from this. But this is 10 of the most prevalent pride flags. So, you've got the gay one, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender, which are the four most famous ones. And then you've got the runners-up, shall we say, pansexual and asexual. They're also pretty well known. Then you've got some more unknown ones like demisexual, genderqueer, gender fluid, and the non-binary flags. I haven't finished this one. I meant to draw 2 lines on here, and I forgot to. So I'll do that in a moment. But yeah, so this was basically a way of getting into my head how to work with outlining. Sometimes it worked really well. Like the demisexual one worked really well. There's basically no bleed through anywhere. Some of them, they worked quite badly. Like the transgender one came out pretty badly. But yeah, the bisexual one also came out pretty rough. But this was also a good way of being able to use all these different colours practically, and I can see how they work. Because one of the ones, especially, that I was having trouble discerning between was violet and purple. Because this is purple and this is violet, and they look really similar on here. On here. They look really, really similar. Like violet is just ever so slightly lighter. Oh, by the way, this is now what my my marker capture paper looks like. It is nuts. This could be an artwork all on itself. But on here, like this is the violet and this is the purple, and it is a lot easier to see how different they are. It's not easy, but it's easier. But yeah, so I've basically been able to practically test a good amount of my colours. There are very few that I didn't get to practically use here. So I didn't get to use this like really dark brown or this. I think I used this dark grey actually. Yeah, I used the dark grey. I used both greys. So like on this top shelf, the only one I didn't use was this dark brown in the Colours Blender. Obviously, I didn't use the Colours Blender. I used all the purples. I think I used all the blues as well. Yeah, I used all the blues. Like, this is the really light blue, this is the medium blue, and this is the dark blue. All the purples, you've got the lavender purple here. You've got your dark purples here, and then you've got violet here. Oh, also the light brown is up here on the lesbian flag. And both the greys. The light grey is on the bottom of the demisexual flag, and the dark grey is on the asexual flag. On the green side of things, there is a green I missed, which is I believe is the army green I missed. I think it was the army green I missed anyway. I used lime on the genderqueer flag, and I used forest green, isn't it? Is it not forest green? Really? Oh, it's grass green. I thought I said green for a second there. Grass green is up there on the gay flag. Orange, obviously, used up there. And then the 2 reds, I think I only used just standard red. I don't think I used deep red, because deep red, A bit like with purples, both the reds are really similar. So I just use normal red up there, because like back here you can see they're slightly different, but it's really hard to tell the difference. So yeah, I just went with standard red. With the yellows, I think I actually ranged... Yeah, I used all three of the yellows. So the darkest yellow, which is... I think it's this yellow here. Is it mustard yellow? This one, let's see. Melon yellow. This one, 1, 2, 3. Which I think is the darkest of the bunch. Yeah, melon yellow is the darkest. I was just double checking. Melon yellow looks like here. It's on the pansexual flag. Standard yellow is up here, of course. Standard yellow is on the gay flag. And then you've got yourself bright yellow, which is down here on the non-binary flag. Finally, you have the three pinks. Peach, pink, and peach red. And I think I used all three of these as well. I'm fairly certain I did. Yeah, I did. I used all three. Peach, like the peach pink was used in two places. It was used up here on the transgender flag, and it was used down here on the gender fluid flag. The just standard pink was used up on the lesbian flag and down here on the gender fluid flag as well. And then peach red was used on the bisexual flag and on the pansexual flag. So yeah, I only didn't use a couple of these, which was the dark brown and the colorless blend. The dark brown, the colorless blender. I used both of them. The deep red, the army green, and that's it. Just those few colors. So just 4 colors I didn't use today. So I've gotten a good bit of practical use out of all of them. And also I want to point out as well, because I meant to point this out yesterday, but yesterday, on the last page, I meant to point out and I didn't, the importance of the chisel tip. Because I've been talking all this time about the bullet tip, but the chisel tip is actually really, really useful. A lot of these, like, textures you get across the whole thing, like, it's really hard to get a solid block of colour unless you use chisel tip. Like, this solid block of colour here on the pansexual flag for the blue is because of the chisel tip. Like, the pink one is what it looks like when you use the bullet nib. It's night and day. It really is. And the demisexual one as well, down here. There's greys with the chisel tip. Because the chisel tip is just so good at colouring in large areas. It can just be a little hard to control sometimes. But yeah, other than that, that's what I've done today. Which is a good amount of work as well, because this is a lot more than I've been doing over the past few days. Well, obviously the past 2 days, but before that, like, with this one, like, I literally did this before I turned on the camera, and then I did all this to just point things out. I did this the day before, and did this the day before. Like, I think, oh shoot, went too far. Like, this I think is a good amount of work. But yeah, so definitely tomorrow I'm going to be trying to do the environment one, because I want to take want to run off with these these color schemes here, and I realized I've not noted down the colors here, so but this is just all 3 things. So yeah, but yeah, this is what I've done today, and I need to add the black lines here. Don't worry. Yeah, at the end also I'll do a big run back through of the entire book. But yeah, so we are almost halfway through since we're on day 13. But yeah, done good.